do I watch the WWE? I suppose you're probably wondering. Well, not really. I mean, I just think it's changed so much. I don't dislike it. It's just changed so much since I used to watch it. I stopped watching it around, I want to say 2006. I think the last house show I went to was up in Sheffield, and that was years and years ago. So I watched that. I come home and I thought, I don't know. I think I brought a few of the games, but that's about it. But then I just stopped, and then I would occasionally watch it on and off. But my older brother particularly, still loves it. He's like, he's never really been out of it. But I will watch it, the odd match. I mean, I kind of watch, and most people probably boo at this, but I kind of watch GFW now on Spike TV and stuff. And I kind of, I don't know, some of their storylines and things are a little bit duff, but they do have the occasional good match and good wrestling. I'm a huge fan of like Eli Drake and things. He's one of my favourite wrestlers. That character's amazing. It looks like now I'm kind of up against Farouk, so yeah, I do like a bit of GFW every now and again. But with the network, there's so much, the WWE network, which I could watch, because I have got it, but I don't pay for it, so I'm quite lucky really, so I could watch pay-per-views and stuff.
Against the ropes.
Boom, Farouk is going down.
Into the ropes. Farouk is on Dream Street.
There we go.
Off the ropes.
Here we go. Take care of him. Boom.
I'm good.
So yeah, I had the t-shirts with the games. We were a huge wrestling family. I know my brother, he was so excited because he got to go to Rebellion in 1999. I think it was at the NEC. It was the NIA or the NEC ring. One of them. He got to go there, and he was so excited, and we were so jealous of him because he got to go and see a WWF show. And so he did that, and I got the bug then. This is when I was really into it, and then like in 2001 I went up to Manchester and I watched another Rebellion. It was, was it Austin versus The Rock? It was when the Alliance was going on. When WWF had brought WCW and things, and ECW, so it was when the Alliance was going on. And I remember Edge versus Christian, that was the first match. So yeah, and then I went to see that, and then I went to a house show in 2002 in Birmingham again. I say, what am I talking about? Birmingham, I should say, for the first time. Confused. I'm getting myself confused. It was Manchester I went up to see Rebellion, and then it was Birmingham, yeah. I have been to quite a few. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I think where else I've been, and then I have been to Live Raw. That was years ago. Ooh, boom. Bloody hell. God. Nice.
Farouk is trying to get to his feet. He can't even cover up. 2.
Ooh, 2 count on Farouk. It's going to take a little bit more of a bashing there for me to get him down.
Into the ropes.
Absolutely love Warzone. One of the best wrestling games I've ever played. I don't care that you have to input button combinations. It just doesn't bother me. It's just such a great game, and people might think this game's really stiff, and you'll be surprised it's faster than it looks. It's not super fast, but it does represent wrestling really well.
They tie up.
The moves are amazing.
Against the ropes.
Oh, come on. Sometimes they will block you,
Against the ropes.
and that can be annoying. It's like trying to outthink the computer a lot of the time. See if I can get a quick pin on Farouk.
This is gonna be bad. 2.
Nope. Almost.
Into the ropes. Off the ropes.
As you can see, commentary is done by Vince McMahon and Jim
Into
Ross.
the ropes.
And it does get kind of repetitive. It just seems like wrestling games, they never get the commentary right. I understand there's like limited space and limited memory, but they just can't seem to make it work. For whatever reason. I do seem to remember that, I could be wrong now, but in the 90s, when WCW was like white hot and like more popular than the WWF, they were going to develop a game, and I swear I read in a computer magazine that it was going to be shipped with a device that you could plug in, that would give you like proper commentary, or like, you know, it would use a box as the memory for the commentary or something like that, so you get like almost accurate commentary, which would have been cool, but it never happened. Do you know what? It's really got me getting the wrestling bug now, so I might do more wrestling games on the channel. Let me know in the comments section if you'd like to see me do more wrestling games, because I'd love to know what you guys think. You know, my reasons for doing this was I've done a lot of platform games on my channel and lots of different games. I thought, you know what, let's have a bit of fun. Let's do a wrestling game.
1, 2, 3.
There, I beat Farouk. Nice.
This one's history. A very impressive win by Goldust. Farouk really took a beating tonight.
So yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely, I've just got so many happy memories associated with this game. It just puts me in a really, really good mood all the time. And here we go. Here's the first promo, so you win a match. And check it out. This is beautiful young lady.
I saw your win tonight. Very impressive. I've got my eyes on you.
I'm better than you and I'm faster than you. So what makes you think you can beat me, you pathetic loser? Not everyone has the chance to step in the ring with a 2-time Slammy Award winner, King of Hearts, like myself. So consider yourself lucky that you're even stepping in the ring with me.
Wow. So that's what I mean, you get little grudge matches like that. So I've got to face Owen Hart. And it'll probably be a cage match. So that's how it works. You defeat a certain number of wrestlers and then you have to do a grudge match. You know, and so it's almost like it just comes out of the blue and it's like an obstacle on your way to the title. So here we go, guys. A cage match typically works as so you defeat your wrestler and then obviously you climb the cage with L2, but you can't climb out unless your wrestler's energy has been depleted enough. The game won't let you, so I couldn't just escape the cage now, unfortunately, because you have to kind of pay your dues in the cage and beat the wrestler. His energy needs to be all the way down and they need to be properly stunned and things.
Tangled up now.
Just the way they work, unfortunately. There we go, atomic drop.
What a move.
I'm taking Owen Hart's energy down. I will say that the cage matches are great because they break things up a lot, and the weapons matches are cool as well.
Here they go.
But yeah, then Attitude come out and I was kind of not disappointed, but yeah, I mean, I understand that there's limited space on the CD, I get it, but you had loads of wrestlers, you had wrestlers' entrances, but there were no promos, and that kind of ruined it for me. I would have loved it if they'd kept the same sort of feel for the game, so like this, but just with more wrestlers and different things going on. Like I said, but Attitude come out, then, oh god, what was it? SmackDown and WrestleMania 2000, which I'd totally forgotten about. That was a revolutionary game. And I got that, and I remember getting a free t-shirt, and it was like, it was so stingy. Yeah, free WrestleMania 2000 t-shirt, and the t-shirt was always just one size. So they just didn't care. They were like, yeah, we've got a medium t-shirt here. It may not fit you, but that's all you're getting with the game. I think I'd give it to my brother, actually, because it didn't fit me. But we had lots of fun with the game.
Here's the tie-up.
You know, so basically when I got a job, I kind of spent all my money on wrestling games and different games and stuff, and I'd buy No Mercy when it came out, and I bought SmackDown 2.
Look out.
So yeah, I'd pre-order games and things, and
Samoan drop. Listen to this capacity crowd. I almost want to start chanting myself.
drop.
Continues the punishment. He's got that killer instinct.
There we go. Owen Hart again. And my quest for the title, boom. There you go. So yeah, you can't just get out of the cage. It really sucks. So you have to damage them. You want to get their bar down to red, and then stun them, then leave the cage. And believe it or not, this game is quite easy. It's not difficult. I suppose that's why I like it really, because anybody can sort of pick it up and play it. I mean, anybody, as I said, coming from wrestling games today who try to play this will be in for a shock, because it is more kind of, you know, you can't just, you know, get into it and grit and bash and things. You know, there is kind of a preciseness to it, to what you're doing. See if I can get out of the cage. Have I got enough time to get out of the cage? Nope. Red, orange. Orange, red, I should say. That's like red, orange. I don't know why I said that. Boom, there you go. Let's leave the cage now. Should be able to get out. So basically what you do is you get up to the top of the cage. As soon as you're at the top of the cage, you hold L2. And you press down, and Goldust should exit the cage, and there we go, and I've exited. That's how you do it. I don't think you can actually pin in the cage. I have tried and it doesn't work. You have to escape the cage, which kind of, you know, is a bit disappointing, but I suppose it's just the way it is. The programmers probably thought, well, rather than just pin them, it'd be too easy, so escape the cage. So there you go, guys. So I've beaten Owen Hart. So I should face my next opponent now, which I think is the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Right, so let's do that. There you go, just having me cup of tea. Oh dear, it's taking time to load up, isn't it? Oh, thank God for that. I thought it had crashed. Right, let's take on the British Bulldog. Boom. So yeah, it's like a massive climb to the WWF title.
Perfect form.
And what really sucks is, like, I don't know if it tells you if you're in a championship match. So there have been times when I've actually challenged for the title and haven't realised I've challenged. It tells you right at the end that you've won the belt. So, alright. Oh, atomic drop.
The British Bulldog is seeing double. Off the ropes.
Alright, come on.
Goldust had the leverage.
One of my favourite wrestlers ever has got to be the Godfather. Absolutely loved it. I thought he was just such a great character. I know that he struggled with he was labelled with lots of gimmicks over the years, and to his credit, Charles Wright, he actually tried to work with everything WWF gave him. You know, he was definitely one of the more reliable wrestlers, and like they asked him to do a voodoo gimmick with Papa Shango, and he basically researched it. You know, he researched the gimmick, got tattoos, did everything he could to make it work. You know,
no question about it. Mixing it up.
But then what was happening was he wasn't really like that in real life. He wasn't dark and brooding. He was actually a fun-loving guy who liked to go out and have a good time. And then I think I've read in interviews that it was the Godfather's wife that actually came up with the gimmick, the Godfather. And I think it was pitched to the WWF at the time. You know, and it just sort of worked, particularly with the Attitude Era as well.
Suck it, duck it, quack, quack. How'd you like that?
we go.
Into the ropes.
Boom.
Here they go.
Oh god.
The British Bulldog is showing a little more confidence now.
I'll tell you one thing, the Bulldog on this game is really strong.
He grabs him.
He was strong anyway, but bloody hell. Extremely tough.
That had to hurt.
So we've got to take him down. So yeah, I have no idea if you can pull off finishing moves in this game. I should think you can, but I just don't know how. It's just, I think you've got to get in the right position, I don't know. I'd love to do Shattered Dreams, but I don't know how to do it. If it's even possible.
Mixing it up. And that's a wicked inverted
go.
atomic drop. And the fans go nuts.
Nice. See if I can get a quick pin on the Bulldog.
1, 2.
Just a 2 count.
No, not quite.
Locking horns.
But look at the crowd as well. The crowd is so flat. It's like they put no effort into the crowd. It's like they put all the focus on the wrestlers, which I suppose is good. But yeah, the crowd is just like a pixelated, flat sort of thing. Mind you, I always think the crowd. Well, it's very, very hard to know what to do in these early wrestling games. Trying to get the balance right with the crowd and the wrestling is very difficult.
1, 2.
Oh,
Had him.
he kicked out right at the last
Into the
minute,
ropes.
so I'm getting him.
Off the ropes.
Oh yeah, some cheeky drop
Against
kicks.
the ropes.
One more should do it. Come on, baby, there we are. Should do it.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. Beat the British Bulldog. Be interesting to see if I can unlock any cheats as Goldust, because I know after you complete, well, I say complete the game, you win the title, cheats get unlocked, so and you can play as different characters, and I know that if you play as Mankind, I think you can unlock Cactus Jack and Dude Love. All those different personas, I'm pretty sure you can. Alright, so I beat the Bulldog. So I think I've got to beat Triple H next. So I have to keep running for the roster, I'm afraid. So I hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play anyway, and they're not finding it too boring. But this is wrestling games back in the day. This is what we did. This is just how it played, and it suited us just fine. Well, it suited me anyway. I just love the, you know, there's no complicated moves to pull off. And I think anybody can pick up and play, which is really, really good. So let's get on with it. I'm just skipping the entrances. The entrances, I will say, are laughable. I will say at least Attitude and proper entrances. Here, it doesn't.
Into the ropes.
I've got to beat Triple H. So just keep knocking him down.
Off the ropes.
But this is probably why one of the reasons Acclaim lost the license, because the gameplay was incredibly repetitive. You're just doing the same things over and over again. I mean, this was good, don't get me wrong, but you know, Attitude was kind of the same thing. It was just defeat your opponent, move on. There was very little, you know, you'd win the title. I think you'd have to defend it a few times, but that was it.
They tangle.
Oh, atomic drop. Oh. Another one. Come on, wear him down, Triple H.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley is down. Goldust looks
Okay.
unstoppable now. He's not taking prisoners tonight.
There we go.
Off the ropes.
Boom. That's stunning.
He's down and out.
Nice.
Pressing his advantage now. He's just pouring it on.
Oh my god. Triple H surprised me there.
He grabs him.
Oh.
Goldust overpowered him. photographers definitely will call that.
Seeing some real stuff out of Goldust
Cassidy
here.
crowd comes alive.
Oh yes.
He's down. He's just a
Get up,
target
Triple H. I suppose I could continue hitting him now, but I just missed my moment there. There we are.
Into the ropes. Powerhouse Company is in a bad spot.
Oh dear. Submission hold. Take care of that. Atomic drop.
He stays down.
Leg drop.
What an opportunity for Goldust.
Come on, let's go.
Goldust takes the tumble.
Come on, baby. Oh, yes. I just don't like the way you can whip yourself into the ropes because you can invariably put yourself in a very dangerous position when that happens. Atomic drop. Come on. Atomic drop. Right to the top. Here we go, to the top.
This is gonna be bad. Up the turnbuckle.
Nice.
He's taking a risk.
Oh, God. It just seems like Triple H has got more energy than he knows what to do with.
Against
I
the
think I've
ropes.
got him now.
Tangled up now.
Drop. Right, here we go.
No quarter ass.
Oh, come on. He's blocking everything I'm doing. So, sometimes you can spam the computer, sometimes not. There we go. See if I can get a quick pin on him.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Nice. I've beaten Triple H.
And the fat lady's singing now. This match wasn't even
Certainly
close.
is. I
Hunter
beat
Hearst
Triple
Helmsley
H.
got
Come
the
on.
beating of his life.